If you guys have ever seen that video of Skrillex and Diplo going over how they made Justin Bieber's "Where Are You Now"? You seen this? New York Times did a piece on it. It's fantastic, both because honestly they're both very, very smart, and it's interesting to see their process. And then Bieber comes on and it's just like, he's like, it just sounds so expensive. Like, well, yeah.
Hey, he's that's facts.
Sure, yeah. I'm sure you guys paid a lot for it.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't bring the Hillsong preacher guy to sit in with him on that interview.
Ooh, dark.
Cut it.
Now that we've heard all that other weird shit, let's really take a look at the strings. All your Ligeti
split.
Hey.
It feels so hacky because I was so far out of college that I'm just drawing on. Well, this is that thing. This is my monkey on my shoulder about like, oh, it's hacky. Like, I'm just borrowing these techniques to just sort of throw them at it like paint, rather than having some sort of compositional idea behind it beyond serving this track, which is, I guess, the whole point. So it's good.
How often do you get to deploy this?
I know
to great effect in a pop song.
It's great. It's funny that like I still feel the way that jazz guitarists do when they throw on a distortion pedal or something, like this naughtiness that I'm like, instead of handwriting out for like a piece that's supposed to be played by an orchestra with a conductor that's very serious, that I'm just sort of like stealing these techniques to use. Like, it's funny because I don't have, as a player, I don't have any of that jazz musician piety about like, oh, you shouldn't use a pick on a nylon string guitar, like none of that stuff. But because I went to school for composition, like I got my brain broken in that way, that I'm like doing something dirty and wrong.
So when Johnny Greenwood is drawing on the vast history of classical and rock composition, do you think that he's also
nobody? I don't think anybody. I'm just talking about feelings that come up in my brain. I'm not saying it's good or justified.
I won't invalidate them.
No, they are invalid. I'm agreeing. I'm just talking about my feelings.
Strings come in halfway through. We have 2 sets, but we have 3 sets of tracks, so some of them are doubled apparently. And something I love about it too is that it doesn't feel it's not all one direction, right?
Yeah, that was
the cello are going up and then back down and then back up again.
Yep. That's the part that's really fun and totally mindless. Like, you just paint until it looks right. Like, you're like, I do want it to feel like it's all going one way, kind of, but I just want to worry that, it's like it's that thing we were talking about with messing with plugins, where you just kind of mess with it till you get it right. I also love my note there. Don't re-articulate downbeats, but give each note on a down. Like, I'm happy with that. That did exactly what I wanted it to, because you don't want to feel the bars. You can't, you don't want to feel 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, but you want to hear the pitches. Like, I wanted those chords that they arrive at on each thing. So I do want a little, but if it happens as a rearticulation, it'll stop the sound.
So what are these chords?
I don't know. I just wanted those notes to be arrival points in some way. And also, like, when things change direction, I did want like things to change direction at the same time and stuff. And
yeah, you can see that.
Oh, is that on top of that?
Yeah.
Oh, you did it. I see.
I must have grabbed your some of the things you were doing
and just given it to the horns and said, "Have fun."
Yeah, let's
cool.
See what they sound like.
Yeah. Oh, that's you. Valiant, gents. That was a smart way to get the gesture to work on an instrument that can't like straight up glissando with the various X. Yeah.
Which
the gradually rise in pitch with aberrations downward and up, increased frequency of notes along with that was a cool way to get that out of him.
Yeah, and Jeff did a great job with
it. Yeah, he did.